the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. Looking at the Thunder, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy.
We have the Clippers as the road team for today's Western Conference match. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Out to Ibaka. Durant, wide open, he fires. And that one's on target from the wing.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Getting back to Durant's playmaking, it's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great. But when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Paul. On defense, the Thunder. Green dishes to Griffin. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the right iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Green passes to Paul. Stolen by Westbrook. Jumps up, and then Durant with the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
And that one's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Westbrook gets to Adams. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Westbrook missing again. Westbrook against Paul. Passes it to Green. Westbrook with the steal. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control. Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Roberson. Back to Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
It's off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Pierce has checked in. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Here's Waiters. And Pierce pulls it down. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Now, here is Ibaka. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Rivers, trailing here by 8. Redick dishes to Aldridge. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Rivers. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Now, here's Westbrook. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The Thunder leading by 6.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Waiters gets a wide open look. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Durant's checked in for the Thunder. Payne comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Los Angeles with some changes. Clippers trail by 9.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Durant kicks to Foy. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Crawford. Outside for Griffin. Back to Crawford. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And I know they're not happy with the way they've been turning the basketball over. It can't be fun to watch or fun to be part of.
You know what? Pure and simple. If you're going to win, you have to take care of the basketball. The lack of discipline is a concern. And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate.
And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room.
I think it's another level I can go to.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stats game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with 4. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And the Clippers, not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. And stolen by Jordan. Feeds to Crawford. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
For the Thunder, Dion Waiters comes in for Kyle Singler, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. There's the feed to Rivers. Back to Pierce. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Was shot by Redick. No good.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
And it's blocked by Adams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Aldridge with it. Adams on him. A shot's good from Aldridge.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Westbrook drives in. The pass to Durant. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Clippers trail by 15. Pierce inside the three-point line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Elbow shot is on the way. Was shot by Redick, no good.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Morrow's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Cantor comes in for Adams. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Kevin Durant. Stolen by Waiters. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Here's Rivers. Westbrook with the block. Pass to Ibaka. Down low. Morrow dishes to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Waiters. Lets it go with the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan comes in for Cole Aldridge. And Paul subbed in for Rivers.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And the Clippers call time here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Clippers, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Pierce. Green comes in for Johnson. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
Under foul call, Cameron Payne. That's his first personal foul.
Paul with the ball, working on Payne, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
It's really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Clippers trail by 50. Paul outside. There's the steal. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Paul kicks to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Just his first attempt. No good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The three from Morrow. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Thunder up by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 12 points and 1 block. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out of...
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Westbrook.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
And the Clippers call time here.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
Crawford, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Westbrook with it. 7 points in the game. Clock at 4. Green with the rebound.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
It's tipped. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Green. 8 points for Chris Paul.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Green dishes to Crawford. From deep. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Paul.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And Westbrook, here we go, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Roberson.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And it's Johnson penetrating. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it, the fast break chance. Paul kicks to Aldridge. From deep three-point range, Thunder with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Singler, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Clippers, Mahamute comes in for Cole Aldridge. And it's Rivers in for Paul.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Foy, the pass to Cannon. On the wing, Singler. But they'll get another chance. Here's Waiters. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78th the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
Johnson, a wide open look, nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Foy. Screen by Ibaka. But Trey, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 6. Dion Waiters is out there with Durant. Then there's Andre Robertson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Westbrook. Over to the wing. Roberson gets the bucket, and the Thunder lead by 6.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pierce against Waiters. From the line, up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Paul Pierce.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs and get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into...
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game more, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
And if they keep up this intensity over the last few minutes of this game, it's nearly impossible to have a comeback against them. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Griffin, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
There's the pick. Ball against Westbrook, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Green comes in for J.J. Redick. Here's Westbrook. The rejection by Paul. Now here's Crawford. He's guarded closely. The dish to Griffin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Crawford outside. Can't hit.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant dishes to Westbrook. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Rivers. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Foy with the 3. Oklahoma City gets it back. And here's Morrow outside. Can't get it to go. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
Kevin, what was the key in securing
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So the opening lineup for the Heat, the big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3, and it's Dragic in at the 1.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
And here's Miami. Dragic dishes to Dang. Back to Wade. Kicks it to Dragic. Stolen by Thompson. Curry against Wade. Curry kicks to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogut. And Whiteside sends it back. But they recover it. Bogut the pass to Green. With the clock winding down, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Dragic dishes the Bosch. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
Now here's Wade, following the miss by Draymond Green. Wade kicks to Whiteside. Back to Wade. Wade, double team. He dishes it to Whiteside. The Heat need to get a shot off. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Green, no luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Good. Wade's got his second bucket.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Dragic with it, picked up by Thompson. Curry brings the double. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact. Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy. And it was a very public fallout out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Warriors trail by 3, and it's the Warriors on the break. Spades dishes to Green. Thompson outside. Shot on the wing, and the jumper falls for him.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Heat have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Dragic kicks to Winslow, tries a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. From 8. That one rolling around and rims out. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Miami no good on that time either.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
And they take the lead.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Dragic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Green. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Down low, here's Johnson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And he's good on the second. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Livingston passes to Ezeli, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Don't usually see him shooting the three. Winslow's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Winslow. Dragic can't get it to go. Both teams have it going. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late. You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And guys, add to that the fact that they have really done a great job of attacking the ball handler with their defensive pressure and forcing turnovers.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And it's sent back by Bogut. Green dishes to Curry. Thompson in the corner. And it's blocked by Dang. It's stolen by Curry. The pass to Bogut. From deep. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Here's Dragic following the basket by Stephen Curry. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Clark, he's checked in for Golden State. Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat. Now here's Dragic. Clock at 6. Cannot hit. Curry with some nice D. The Warriors trail. Green kicks to Curry. Dishes to Bogut. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships, at Michigan State 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Give it up for Martha Arena, your Warriors girls.
On defense, Miami. Curry with a wide open look. Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. Ten of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are...
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
But continue to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And the Heat call time here. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Green kicks to McRoberts. Wade on the wing. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Green. T-Wade on the wing. He kicks to McRoberts. 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosh. That one wide left. Warriors leading by 3. Green left side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Green's got 12 points in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Passes to Green. Wade, right side. Drills the baseline jumper. He's got 8. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Iguodala. Another shot and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. Then last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
The Heat making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in for Bosh. Johnson comes in for Josh McRoberts. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Green. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with our Doris Burke for an injury update on Goran Dragic. Doris?
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. He relayed to me that it seems like he bruised his tailbone on that play.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Inslow's shot is off.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season. A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Spates the pass to Livingston, and the rejection by Stoudemire. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Lets it go from deep. Miami no good on that time either. Here is Livingston. Lets it go. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Dwayne, a couple of quick questions for you. What's your attitude right now, and what do you think will be the team's focus for
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Green. He has 12 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the center, filling out the middle.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Now here's Curry, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got the first points of the second half here for the Warriors.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
He showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now, here's Whiteside. Gets an open look and hits. Whiteside's got 6.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Dang against Barnes. And that one's good. Hey, Barnes has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backcourt has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Harrison Barnes.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
No one near him. And that one's good. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team. And Riley, Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Now here's Dragic. That's good. Dragic has got 5 points so far.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Iguodala, and he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got his second basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Curry can't get it to go.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Feeds it to Dang. It's stolen by Green. Barbosa against Richardson. Barbosa gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 10. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspension.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. The Heat also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Now here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. That's good. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
And here's Dragic following Draymond Green's three. Again, Dragic missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Barbosa gets the bucket. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Dragic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dragic has got 10 points in the game.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Livingston kicks to Ezeli. They kick it out to Green. Another three for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Mick Roberts misses. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter on. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Warriors leading by 11. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Harrison Barnes is out there with Iguodala. And it's Spates in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game. Wade kicks to Bosch. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. And he goes in for the dunk.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Stolen by Thompson. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. The baseline J. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Heat trail by 10. And it's Wade penetrating. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. 14 points for Dwayne Wade.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Here's Wade. The shot no good. Good D by Thompson.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Wade, good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Bogut. Green, the screen. Nice shot by Bogut.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Curry, and the rejection by Stoudemire. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Curry, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Wade passes to Bosh. There's the dish to Richardson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And he gets it to go. And that's 20 points for Draymond Green.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. Bogut with him. He's picked up by Whiteside. 4 on the shot clock. Barnes dishes to Curry. And it's Miami with the rebound. Dang gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Dragic against Curry. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dang for 3.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is coming right down to the wire.
And Thompson kicks to Green. The shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. 1:36 left in the game. Dragic with a wide open look. The second effort, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Luol Deng has been playing well. He has 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball. And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade. No good. That would have tied it. Warriors leading by 3. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. It's stolen by Dang. And here's Dragic. On the wing, Dang. To tie it up. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game now.
Dragic against Thompson. Dragic kicks to Dang. Fires the three, but they get it back. Thompson against Dragic. Three-pointer. Again, Dragic missing. Dang passes to Whiteside. The three. Rebound Bogut. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Draymond Green. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Oh, mouse now, stay down.